Diddy's sentencing just came out the other day, and come to find out, he is going to be getting about 4 years.
And good afternoon, I'm Whit Johnson in New York. We're coming back on the air because the judge has just sentenced Sean Diddy Combs to 4 years in prison. He was found guilty over the summer on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution in connection with his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura and another woman, but was acquitted on more serious charges that could have sent him to prison for life.
And me hearing this, it brought up some emotions, just knowing what I know about Diddy. So to start off this video, just a few points that I just want to touch on, some thoughts that are just coming to my mind. And I don't know if other people are reacting this way, but finding myself upset at the sentencing. And it's not due to the RICO. Like, it's not due to the RICO. It's not due to, you know, him like racketeering and stuff like that. That's whatever. I think it's the more human aspect. Now, we all know, whether you like it or not, Diddy is a despicable, disgusting human being. And this is before all his freaky stuff came out in court. Like, people who are like older, they'll tell you kind of like how Diddy was back in the day, and kind of the things that he got into for the past 30 years. Now, we're not going to sit here and pretend like this is new for Diddy. Diddy's been doing this since, I want to say, the late 80s. And again, thank goodness for this family member I have, because they tell me, you know, everything about like back in the day, music-wise, hip-hop and everything like that, because, you know, this is when I grew up. The days of, you know, listening books he's read about like Diddy and stuff like that. Diddy would do a lot of stuff in the background to just harm his people. He did a lot of things to harm his people. He would do a lot of nefarious type things. He just would, you know, cheat people out of their money. He would do a lot of behind the scenes, like play with stuff, with getting people hurt and everything like that. He would just get people hurt. He would just do like a lot of like bad things. His family member even said too that this was way back before all this Diddy stuff came out. And when this Diddy stuff did come out, it was interesting because it was bringing up a lot of the things that this family member was talking to me about. He would say like, oh, you know, a lot of people think that Diddy has something to do with Biggie Smalls' death. He probably was involved with the Tupac stuff and everything like that. So I can always brush it off. And I'm like, no, you know, he's rebranded himself. He's no more the Diddy. He's loved now. And he's getting awards and blah, 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 blah. And everything like that. I really had a strong aversion to Diddy up until, like I said, I start getting to know more about him and stuff. But just hearing some of the stories that this family member would tell me about Diddy, it just raised some eyebrows, because especially if you know his like his label, his bad boy label and stuff like that, his artists, and do right by his artists. So this is information that, you know, I hope you guys are privy to, but that's not really what I wanted to get into in this video. In my head, I just keep saying, I just wish he got more time. I just wish he got more time, because I feel like Diddy is a person who needs to be locked away, because he knows his money is very long and he can get away with a lot of the shit that he's been getting away with for the past 30 years. Now, I don't know what it's like to have billionaire money, nor would I ever want to know what it's like to have billionaire money. He's just been able to just do a lot of devious and despicable things to other people. So my first point I really want to get into, letter to the court, and I'm just going to insert some points of the letter that really stuck out to me. This letter states, I ask for your mercy today, not for my sake, but for the sake of my children. God has blessed me with 7 beautiful children, 3 sons and 4 daughters. Their names are Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Jesse, Delia, and the newest addition, your 2-year-old daughter, Love. 4 of my children lost their mother, Kim Porter, as she tragically passed away in 2018. I am their only parent and have failed my children as a father. Yeah, were you thinking about your kids when you were trafficking people, doing drugs, and kidnapping people? I think not. This is another one that's rich. He says, He writes to the judge, "God has also blessed me with a great mother in this world. My mother sacrificed her life and her dreams to provide for me and my younger sister, Keisha. She worked 3 jobs to make sure she had a roof over our heads, clothes on our backs, and the best education. My mother is now 84 years old, and she recently had brain surgery. Despite her own health challenges, she attended my trial every day. I've always been her primary caregiver. You wasn't thinking shit about your mother when you was doing all this. Were you thinking about Cassie's mother? Cassie had a mom too that was concerned about her daughter. But you had no sympathy for her. I don't feel bad for him. I think everything that he has it coming. And I feel no sympathy, and neither should the judge. And I'm also going to insert some things that his kids wrote.
From his kids. During the rapper's October 3rd sentencing hearing, several of Combs' children took the stand to advocate for their dad, who is facing years in jail following his July conviction on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. During their remarks, per NBC News, his 34-year-old son Quincy told Judge Aaron Subramanian that his father is, quote, a changed man. His brother, 31-year-old Justin, went on to add that he hopes his father will get the chance to right this wrong and to be the man he truly is. 27-year-old Christian Combs also asked the judge to give his father grace in his sentencing, adding, "He is the greatest in the world. He is my hero, has always been my hero, and always will be my hero. He always taught me to treat women with..."
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm hearing that my father was doing all those things and treating people like that, I don't think that me knowing all of, and that stuff that they heard in the court is just like a small minute. And me still wanting to have, grace and just total forgiveness because they're my parent. But hey, that's just me. This idea of these black moguls, and especially in the black community, not being untouchable. It doesn't matter, what they do, what they say, how they treat people, that, they're automatically they can do no wrong. They only want to get him because he's a black man. No, it's not because he's a black man. It's because, again, he's a terrible person. He's a terrible human being. And just some of the stuff that I just heard that Diddy has done throughout the years has just been disgraceful. I just feel like he really just needs to be locked away. He really needs to be locked up. He needs to be locked away. The main thing for me is this is what I'm like. Of course, what I'm gonna say is not proven or anything like that, but my main thing is with Diddy, I just feel like once they get a hold of the right information, a lot of other stuff is going to come out. Because whether people choose to acknowledge it or not, we need to have a conversation around Kim Porter. And this is the last topic I'm going to touch on in this video, is we need to have a serious conversation about Kim Porter and her passing. Because a lot of that came out is just not adding up. It's just not truly. I believe he had something to do with her passing. And I think if that ever were to come out, that would just be a whole new thing to uncover. So I don't think Diddy got enough time. I think he got off very light, and he's crying about 4 years, or not even 4 years, basically 50 months. And I really think that they need to do some more investigating with that. And they need to do some investigating with these other deaths, these other passings that Diddy is somehow tied to. I mean, that's really it for this video. This is just like my initial reaction towards him. It's my initial reaction towards him being sentenced. Release the tapes. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Bye.